BWOne here from BWOne.com, and in this video we're going to do an in-depth walkthrough of LG's Optimus UI. Now the Optimus UI, it's been a UI that's been around for a little while that LG has done a lot of upgrades and a lot of things to give you pretty much everything that you need inside of an Android operating system. Pretty cool stuff and pretty cool features, and I figured with the sort of this phablet competitor here with the Optimus G Pro that we can go through the walkthrough and really see what Optimus UI has to offer. So in this video, which is a little bit long, definitely check out some of the cool features inside the Optimus G Pro and the Optimus UI. Okay, let's take a look here at Optimus UI. Optimus UI is the LG user interface for Android, what they use for most of their Android-based phones. It's an interesting interface. I call it sort of everything in the kitchen sink type of interface, but kind of everywhere at the same time. You're gonna notice that as we go through here, on the LG Optimus G Pro. So power it up here, and you can take a look here at the lock screen. And one of the big things about it is sort of the graphics and sort of like the real graphics and transitions and stuff like that is one of the biggest things, sort of unique things about it. You can obviously drag these up if you want to go to specific applications, and it'll open it up real quick. You can just go like that, and boom, you're right into the main interface here. Let's actually head back out of Quick Note there. I'll show you what Quick Note is in a second, a quick memo rather. And you could see Optimus UI, typical sort of home screen sort of layout you normally see in Android, but it has different transitions. You can actually customize these transitions along. I'll show you sort of how that works in a second, how to customize those. But typical things you can do, you can add more easily. You can set them, you can delete them as you want to as well too. Hold one down, go up to remove. Trashes it right away, and very graphical sort of animations. It's sort of the big thing about Optimus UI, and tons of customization. You can create folders instantly by just kind of dragging and dropping over icons, just like that. It's a typical sort of Android feature, but they've let some companies take it out, some companies keep it in, so they've decided to keep sort of that feature in. You can customize your icons as well too, which is a pretty cool feature that they have. So let's say I just hover over the music icon, I drop it like that, and you see a little paintbrush. If I tap that paintbrush, opens up the icon chooser, and I can choose pretty much anything I want to use for an icon. I can actually let me see if I can change this. I can actually create a photo icon, so I can set the icon from the gallery, and if I wanted to be just my music icon to be this picture, and you can aim it anywhere you want to. And boom, that's my music icon. Really, LG's all about in Optimus UI, about all the customization and such. You can easily change it back to, which we're gonna do here. I'll change back to the standard music icon. You can also stretch icons out, and sometimes they'll turn into a widget. So if I just hit here, you see the little blue boxes. If I, let's see, this one might not be able to do it. See, no, this one won't do it since it has the red boxes there. We'll actually use another one. Let's see, let's bring up the, as we're in here, we'll drop a gallery icon on the desktop here. Move this icon over. And before we get into go back here in the gallery. And then if we stretch this out, see here, it turns into sort of a widget, and you can sort of select an album, and it can be sort of an album that sort of does a little bit of a slideshow. You can move it as easily as that as well too. So lots of customization and different unique features. I really like the fact that you can sort of create sort of widgets on the fly. You still have your standard widgets here in this heavy app tray, which is so many apps, which is a bit cluttered, I definitely have to say. But I actually bring that back up here. I kind of get a little confused with this because the back buttons here and menu buttons here are sort of switched from the opposite size than from most phones. We'll bring up the menu here. You can actually change the icon size. So if you want to show larger icons, you can. And you can see a little more, I think a little more palatable, a little bit easier to sort of navigate around and sort of see. You can also hide show apps. So if you want to hide away some of the AT&T pre-installed apps, boom, they're hidden away just like that. And you can bring those back easily as well too. Let's see, you can actually customize the app menu wallpaper. So if you want it different from the desktop, you can create sky. And so you have two different app drawers when you pop it up there, so the transparent one that they had before. I should go back to the transparency. I kind of like that a little bit better. right, there we go. And you can also, let's see, you can see that they sort of had it compartmentalized the apps, downloaded apps that you got from the App Store. Then you have your widgets over here, and you can add widgets. Let's see here. Find an LG specific one if I can see one. Sort of this music widget here, and you can see that the widgets will move as you add them along. Pull this down, and you should be able to resize the widgets as well too. I don't know if we can resize this one. Probably not. All right, we'll remove that one, but you can resize them and such as it go along. Let's actually find one that we can resize a little bit. Probably this notebook 2x2 we should be able to do, hopefully. Bring that back. Oh, no, I guess not. It's all right. Let's try one more. Probably the photo album here will let us do it. All right, no space on that screen. We'll drop it right here. And you got the photo album there. All right, you can resize that back down to as small as you want. It turns back into a gallery icon if you want to. Pretty cool stuff there from LG. All right, let's actually go into the notification section right here. Hit home, hit notifications. You can see it's got every notification under the sun. You can use the 2-finger swiping for your notifications, swipe them away as you want to. You have your Q slide apps here, and what that basically is basically if you want to use for multitasking and such. So let's say we want to watch a video while doing something else. We'll bring it up here. We're watching this video here, and we can actually resize this as we want to, if we want, and let that play. And as that's playing, you can interact with the phone in any other way you want to. And let's say we go back here, you can change the transparency on it too. You can make it a little clearer. Bring it up like this. Once you rotate it here in the landscape mode. One of the nice things about the Optimus UI, you can pretty much jump into landscape mode anytime you want to. It's pretty cool, and I can keep playing as we do anything else here within the phone. Swipe up to notifications again. It's the only thing that'll cover it. But I should go back up here. Go ahead and we can if we hit the maximize button there, brings it back up to here, and you can bring it back to the Q app just by hitting that, and it brings it back down to the Q slide. Pretty cool, nice multitasking, shows the power of the phone there. Really like that feature. Another thing here, every quick access setting you need is available right here, and you can edit that as you want. You can rearrange them around. You can add or subtract as you want to as well too. Same thing here with the Q slide applications. Also over here we have the settings, which we'll jump right into. And I actually like the way they kind of laid out the settings here. It's nice and sort of into different tabs and compartments and such. So you have your networks where it shows your airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data. Cool little on and off switch icons for them. And then you can see right here, you can have sharing, connect, and tether networks. Nice thing is to give you a little explanation on each setting, which I think really helps a lot of people. Go into sound, and you see your sound profiles, quiet time. Go into here, you can set what time, the phone's pretty much on silent. You don't get any notifications and such. Ringtones, all those fun things. Displays for your font size, home button LED, because the LED, you can change the LED color on that, which is pretty cool. And you can see what it's set for. Set it for an alarm. There. Nice. A aspect ratio, motion sensor calibration. The general, where they kind of just dump everything else. Which here is your battery. Give you a nice idea on your battery. Expected time usage, battery percentage. We can pop that up there. Battery saver, quad core controls. Which is pretty nice. You can optimize it as you want to save battery. You have your apps. Here's your standard apps, and you can uninstall them and view them and do all sorts of different things within it. You can see the permissions, pretty much like programs and features in a Windows computer. Go back here, see your storage. You have 23 gigs total. You can mount an SD card. This does have SD card support inside of it. All right, you have your accounts, location access, security, backup, and reset. Your quick button. So you can pretty much set one of these buttons as your quick button for a quick memo if you want to. I think we already have it set. There we go, to activate quick memo just like that. But you can also activate as well too in another setting, but I'll show you that but in a minute. But just go back to here, as you can see how everything else is laid out. We go to about phone, see where your software update is, and then if you hit software information, you can see that this is based on Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. And not the latest version, but a pretty good version, what a lot of top tier Android phones are based on. Go ahead and hit back out of here, hit back. And that's pretty much your settings and sort of how it's laid out. Hitting back here into the main screen, we'll actually go up here. You can see right here you have quick memo. So anytime you hit that, any screen that you're on, it's basically like a quick screen capture. You can write a quick note or whatever you want to do with it, and you have different options to choose from, different paper backgrounds to choose from if you want to use the screen or if you want to use an actual piece of paper. You can do a different sort of the overlay guide with it as well. You can see there, you can hit it just like that to make it very instant, and you can go and share it through different applications. And you hit save. You can save it to a notebook, save it to a gallery, save it to a picture. If you save it to a gallery, save it to a notebook, add it to the notebook there. It's a real cool way to just take a quick snapshot or a quick note right then and there and share it along as you want to. And you got to hit the button here on the side, boom, does the same exact thing. All right, let me just show you one other thing here, which is the not quick remote, but I want to go back into settings here and show you some of the customization as far as the home screen. So if you go to the home screen here, you can change the screen swipe effect, which you saw right there. And I have it on layer, but you can do domino, and it gives you sort of an example of it. Carousel, panorama, accordion, breeze, basic. I should change it to breeze, kind of like that one. And scroll screen, screens, circulary, sort of first and last screen when scrolling, portrait view only. If you always want home screen, this is displaying portrait view. So if we hit that, it'll only show on this and it won't auto rotate that way, which most phones, Android phones, as said, usually don't do that. But I actually like the fact that LG has the ability to do that sort of on its own. So let's go back into multitasking and show you what that looks like. Pretty basic. You can get to Google Now, you can clear all, go to Task Manager, jumps right into here. Pretty basic Task Manager, just can stop each app or stop all as you want to. Nothing too sophisticated there. You can change some of the settings within here to auto clear RAM, auto clear period, and you can stop certain services. Go back, let's go up here. Actually, no, go into, swipe some of these, close. And I want you to get back into settings. I want to change that actually back, the home screen options. Do portrait and landscape. Let's jump into the camera. Check that out for a quick second. Camera layout, pretty interesting. They pretty much give you the quick access to what you need. I'll have it focus on something here. So you want to switch to front facing camera, real easy. You know my finger's in the way. You can you have intelligent auto. You can go back, actually out of that. You can see some of the different settings. Bring it up here. And your quick memo. Focus right here. Pretty much a nice layout, time capture shot. Simplistic, easy to get to. Pretty much one step, boom, you're right there. All sorts of settings that you can need. Swipe down for video, just like that. And the big button to take the picture with. And pretty simple camera. You can edit the quick menu as well too. Add different things. So if you want to add scene mode, I think you just tap there. Change these around as you want to. And boom, you're done. If you don't like that, you can always hit reset. Everything resets back to default, just as easy as there. So pretty cool stuff here with the camera. Quality is actually pretty decent. We'll get more into a little bit later when we do our review. And you can notice here, I wanted to show you in landscape mode, it organizes and pretty much sets everything up very nicely in landscape mode. So it doesn't feel like it's just rotating, but it's still sort of a rotated version of portrait. It actually lays itself out pretty well here. Even here on the side, pretty nice stuff. But overall, that is Optimus UI, sort of a nutshell here. It's a very customizable interface with a lot of features in it. Like I said, everything in the kitchen sink is pretty much dumped right there. I do like it. I would like it to be a little more refined, a little bit easier to get around, a little bit more in terms of directions and how things go, and just a little bit less clutter, because everything does feel very much boom, sort of splattered out there at you. And it doesn't feel as organized as you would want it to be, especially here with the app tray. If I change the app tray back here to show small icons, it's just like, boom, it feels like there's just nothing but bloatware on the phone. So they should really do something to sort of look at that. So that's some of the features inside of the Optimus UI. There's a ton of them here that I probably haven't shown or gone over yet. If you have any that you particularly are interested in, definitely let us know in the comments. Let us know at BWOne.com. But for now, this is our walkthrough of Optimus UI and Optimus G Pro. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube page here. It's free. Get the latest videos from BWOne.com. So hit that subscribe button. Connect with us on all our social networks that are available. The link is in the description to where all of them are at. And always remember to live your tech world in high definition.